Yeah, this is Dr. Azemhe Azena. I'm a pastor of Omega Fire Ministry. I'm a regional pastor here in Benin, Edo State, Nigeria. I've been a pastor for the past 18 years, and God has been on my side. And by the grace of God, in the past, God have used me to touch lives. God have used me to touch the lives of the youth. I am the host of the program called Crime Watch, one of the hosts of the program called Crime Watch in Edo Broadcasting Service, where I beckon on people, call upon them to come to renounce from their courtesan, from their criminal lifestyle. And most of them, when they come, we counsel them, we pray for them, and also rehabilitate them and recucate them back to the society. Some of them today are back to school courtesy of my foundation. Some of them are back to where they used to learn trade, learn work, learn one activity or the other. And all these are coming from my foundation, Turning Point, Human-centric Azena Turning Point Foundation. So we have a lot of persons who are under the scholarship in university. We also have some of them in polytechnics. We have some of them in College of Educations. We have some of them even in secondary school. So this is the area of some of my achievements when it comes to the youth. Now come to the women. By God's grace, we are able to set up some women, giving them money to set up a business, and some of them we have helped them to boost up their businesses. And by the grace of God, still under the women or the female fold, I have not less than 30 widows that I pay monthly. Most of those persons, I don't even know where they came from. I don't know anything about them, but every month the list of them is 25,000 naira, and this has been on more than the past 7 years. Not because of my political ambition that this is coming up. It has been on for the past 7 years. Now, talking about the men, talk about the men. A lot of men today who are doing cab, a lot of them who are doing town service or whatsoever, were powered. The foundation empowered some of them, giving them some cars free, not for higher purchase, and they are using that to create opportunity. To create to create source of income for themselves, and most of them are breadwinner via that opportunity that the foundation has given to them. Now let's talk about generally. There are people today. If you check my records, you discover once upon a time I visit most hospitals, mega hospitals in Edo State. One of them is the Heralds Specialist Hospital, where I visited that place twice and discharged some persons who were discharged by the doctor, but because of the financial implication, they were not allowed to go home. And such persons, by the grace of God, I paid their bills and they were granted freedom to go home. And also in Central, I have done that in Benin and several other hospitals where patients were discharged. And this amount of money is not just hundreds of naira, this is millions of nairas where those people were discharged. Not because of politics. This has been on more than 8 years, 6 years, 7 years ago. And I can still remember vividly that over 10 to 11 years ago, someone's house got burned, and I watched the news via Edo Broadcasting Service at Ove community. I went there, single-handedly restructured the house and renovated it and handed over to the owner. Not because I know the man, and I was told that the man is late now, but the children, even not till last month, one of the children still chatted me. So all this, Pastor Azemhe, through the foundation, I've organized every year free medical checkup and distribution of eyeglasses. That has been on in the past 10 years, whereby we visit villages, we offer them free eyeglasses, free consultation, medical consultation, and also drug and treatment and so on and so forth. Once upon a time, I also reconnected light to a certain community that was cut off from the national grid for over 1 year, restored the transformer, and I did that. I have also graded roads from some streets and some communities. All this you can verify. By God's grace, as an individual, I have done what I know my capacity allowed me at the time of that period to do for my fellow human beings. So all this that were going on, not because I had political intention or I had a political dream, they were not done by political other tune or maybe something behind it. No, this is just the nature. I call it the nature of Pastor Azemhe. So by God's grace, this has been my track record. Many of them I cannot remember. But if you go to my Facebook or the YouTube, you will see some of those things that are there. I think not over the years or so, I went to Ubiaja prison. I actually went there for something that looked like an excursion. We went there, and when I got there and I discovered that they went and rented generator to pump water, and I was not too okay with it. So I promised them that in less than 7 days I'm going to give them a generator so that they will not be renting generator any longer. And actually, by God's grace, not up to 7 days, I came back to fulfill it, deliver it to them, not for political reason, because that has been my nature. I visited also Oko prison, whereby I donated several things to them, even not once, not twice. If those records can still be there, you will have to go through them. So, like I said, there are many things that God has actually used me to do, but I cannot just remember most of them, except my attention is drawn to some of those points. EDO State is bleeding. EDO State is on life support. By the grace of God, when I become the governor, the executive governor of EDO State, first and foremost, I will make sure that I will bring the government closer to the people. Because until you are closer to the people, you will not know what they are going through. Secondly, I will make sure that importation of food into Edo State will be aborted. Everything that Edo State or the Edolites are in need of to be self-sufficient will be made available. We have all what it takes to produce our yams, tomatoes, pepper, what have you, mentioned them. So we don't need to go to the north before we can eat. And that has been one of the reasons why we are having shortage of food or food on the high prices or so on and so forth. Now, security. I have been in the business of security. I am not going to be part of those persons who just spend money on police alone to arrest people. Security is not all about arresting people. The first month I will enter the position, I will become the governor, I will declare what I will call amnesty. Operation Submit Your Gun, let's take care of you. Not everyone enjoy being a criminal. Then you might have reduced most of them who will voluntarily drop it. It's going to be like Yaradua principles, Yaradua agenda, blessed memory of our president Musa Yaradua, Alhaji Musa Yaradua, when he said to Niger Delta, the militant, drop your arms. The same thing that we do in Edo State, drop your arms, we will train you, we will take care of you. And after that, the creation of jobs. An idle man is a devil's workshop. If you want to end insecurity, if you want to end crime, you must create jobs for the people. You must put an end to hunger in the land. An hungry man doesn't know whether there is a law. Anyone that is hungry can put hand in anything. So we are going to create more jobs. We are going to make sure there's tight security. You close your eyes, you sleep, and you wake up, you open your door, everything is working intact. And I'm still going to make sure education, not what we are seeing now. We are going to get the education in the best way that we have never had. We are going to have education at its peak. Because why? I believe so much that until you educate and develop human infrastructure, every other infrastructure that you are developing will not last. They will definitely be destroyed by the undeveloped people, because it takes developed people to develop infrastructure. So I'm going to deal on human infrastructure than what we call infrastructure of road, infrastructure of buildings, or those ones are secondary. The number one is human infrastructure. Build a man, you are build a nation. Build a woman, you are build a nation. Ignore the man and build the nation. The ignored man will destroy the nation. That is what exactly I'm going to work on. My focus is that, you see, people talk about the people that engage themselves in what they popularly call the Yahoo persons, or you call them the fraudsters, or you call them any name you want to call them. Like I said, if I become a governor, I will not be one of those persons who will support the security agencies to harass those boys. Oh, are you going to support them? No. But I believe that there is something about them that we can convert from negativity to positivity. I believe strongly that those even arresting them now, money collected from them does not go into the coffers of the state. It ends in a private pocket. So it's like somebody has stolen, another person stole from who has stolen, and it ends nowhere. So why can't we use these talented people, gifted young men and women? Anybody who can hack somebody's account, he can also do something positive. It's because we have not identified. I am seeing potential of those young men. Allow me to become the governor, and I will convert it, and the whole state will enjoy it. So I will allow anybody to support them, to arrest them, collect their money, 500,000, 300,000, and at the end of it, the IGRO of the state have not been developed. So what's the essence of the arrest? And guess what? Even since when the arrest has been going on, has it reduced the crime? No, because that is not the solution to it. When you keep on tackling something from one direction and it keep on increasing, just know you are doing the wrong thing. So how to know whether you are doing the right thing is when you are doing the right thing, you see the reduction of the crime going down. But we are seeing it increasing every day, so that is not the way out of it. So I have the way. Give me a chance and I will show you the way.